A group of heroes are summoned from another world, and they are greeted by a princess. They have their powers appraised, and they are all gifted with unique skills, like the holy sword technique, and the ability to use all kinds of magic. We then meet Mukata, and when he gets appraised, he has a strange online grocery skill. Mukata is shocked hearing this, thinking his skill is useless, and wonders if he has anything else, but gets told that that is his only unique skill. He becomes devastated, and wonders why all the others got such overpowered skills. Despite this, he gets told that he will still need to have an audience with the king. The heroes have an audience with the king, and he explains that their kingdom has been getting attacked by the Demon King. He asks for their help, and the three heroes quickly offer themselves to help. Mukata, on the other hand, decides he isn't cut out for being a hero, thinking he would only get in the way, and says he just wants to have a simple life. He ends up getting out, and they even send him off with 20 gold coins. In the town, he starts attracting people's attention with his strange attire, so he quickly buys a change of clothes. He goes around, trying to learn about this world, and ends up getting a room at the inn. He is relieved he decided not to be a hero, finding the king suspicious with how luxurious they seemed, and decides he should leave the kingdom as soon as he can. Mukata checks out his stats, and sees he has an item storage skill, and an appraisal skill. He tries calling out for his online grocery skill, but nothing happens. He wonders how his skill works, and he ends up tapping on it, which brings up a page for his online shop. Mukata tries using it, ordering some water and some food. He tries to check out, but it asks for money, and he finds he can deposit his coins into the screen. After confirming his order, a package instantly appears, containing his items, and Mukata is happy that his skill is actually useful. He ends up learning that a gold coin is worth about $100, and the 20 gold he was given would be enough for a family to live for 3 months. The next day, Mukata finds a ride to get out of the kingdom. Along the way, he meets a merchant, and after talking with him, he finds out his item storage skill is actually super rare, with only 1 in 1,000 people having access to the skill. Hearing this, Mukata goes on to ask about the appraisal skill, and the man reveals that that is even rarer, because only heroes summoned from another world can possess the skill. Mukata gets nervous hearing this, and tries not to be suspicious. The man asks him where he is headed, and Mukata tells him he is trying to get to the next kingdom. The man tells him getting out is a smart decision, because the kingdom is headed for destruction, and there are rumors that the borders are about to close. Mukata is shocked to hear this, and in the end, their carriage ends up getting suspended. At the local tavern, Mukata learns that the carriage services were stopped so people can't run away to the neighboring countries. Because if people run away, the kingdom's army would decrease in size. So the men suggest that they should get out while they still can. Mukata wonders how to get out, worrying about the monsters he might encounter. He ends up heading to the Adventurers Guild, and puts in a request for an escort to get out of the kingdom. The clerk tells him that since he is on foot, it would take a number of days, so the cost would be 8 gold. Mukata is alarmed at the price, but seeing he has no other options, he agrees to the price. The clerk calls over an adventurer, and we meet Werner, a C-ranked adventurer. They negotiate the mission, and Mukata offers to provide them with food during their journey, and they come to an agreement. They prepare to set off the next day, and Werner introduces the rest of his party. There's Vincent the swordsman, Rita the scout, Ramon the mage, and Fanka the healer. They head on their way, and soon stop for a break. Mukata goes to prepare some food, pulling a stove out of his storage. Vincent is surprised to see the storage skill, and Rita is impressed at his magic stove. We see in a flashback, at a store, the shopkeeper tries to sell him a magic stove for 50 gold, but instead, he was able to find a cheap portable stove from his online shop. He ends up making some soup and sandwiches, and when the party tries it, they are amazed. Ramon finds the soup to be delicious, but it was actually just some instant soup. They find the bread is super soft, calling it the best bread they have ever tasted, and are glad they took this mission. The group continues on their way, but get attacked by some monsters. Werner and Vincent are able to swiftly take them out, but Mukata is startled at the scene. As they get healed up, Rita reports that there is a red boar ahead. They discuss how to deal with it, but it suddenly appears, and Mukata is shocked at its size. Werner tells him to get cover, and they proceed to battle against the boar. The boar is defeated, and Mokata is impressed at their strength. They end up skinning the boar for its skin and horns, but there is too much meat for them to carry, so Mokata suggests putting the meat in his storage. They decide to stop for dinner, and the group is looking forward to eating his food. They crowd around him to watch, but Mokata gets worried, saying he gets embarrassed, but in reality, he doesn't want to reveal his special skill. He gets to cooking, combining bacon, cabbage, potatoes, and even adding sausages to create a delicious stew. He hands out the bowls to everyone, and as they eat, Mokata wonders if it's not to their taste, but they are soon stuffing themselves, and they all ask for seconds. Mokata is surprised they like it that much, and Ramon reveals that they normally eat jerky and hard breads when they are traveling. Rita even feels her body in better shape thanks to the meal. Mokata finds this a bit strange, and decides to use his appraisal skill. He is shocked to see Rita has boosted stats, and when he appraises the food, he sees that it grants a buff. Mokata starts to get worried, thinking if someone were to find out, he could be in danger, so he is determined to keep it a secret. But there is a beast that watches them from the bushes. The party continues on their journey. A few days away from the next kingdom, they set up camp in a forest, and Mokata decides to cook some of the boar meat for their dinner. He starts preparing the meat, slicing it up into pieces, and he uses a special sauce from his shop to flavor it. As he starts cooking it, the others are amazed at the smell, and it even attracts the attention of the beast. When Mokata is finished, the others stare in awe. As they try it, they are immediately blown away, having never tasted something like this before. They all praise Mokata, but he just thanks his secret sauce. As Mokata discusses his cooking method, their faces suddenly turn to fear, and the beast has emerged from behind him. They are shocked to see a Fenrir, and it speaks to them, demanding to have some of the meat. Mokata quickly gives it a plate, and it eats it with a single bite. It demands for more, and Mokata asks it to wait while he makes more. The beast agrees, and Mokata quickly prepares more meat. He has a huge plate, but the beast devours it, and demands more. Mokata keeps cooking, while the beast keeps eating and demanding for more. After cooking again and again, the beast is eventually satisfied. The beast is impressed Mokata managed to satisfy him, and decides to form a familiar contract with him. Mokata thinks it's a bad idea, and tries to refuse, but the beast gives him an intense stare, and he just can't refuse. His friends encourage him, and he reluctantly agrees. The beast's head starts to glow, and the two form the contract. With this, the beast tells Mokata that he is now responsible for taking care of him, expecting 3 meals a day, and Mokata is left shocked at what he has gotten himself into. But that's where this video ends. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see more of this series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.